Oh my god, my shirt is just covered in cat hair now. Okay. Look at this. Cats. Okay, well, the cat's out of the room now. Alright. Where were we? Back to the Q&A. This is part 3 now. Alright. Next question is Gigapeak. Hey, you're one of my real-life friends. Hello. I'll high-five you when I see you at school. Okay. Asks, Flutterdash or Appledash? Oh, you. Okay, that's a really easy question. Definitely Flutterdash, because Appledash is boring, but Flutterdash is so cute. I mean, and that one's definitely more canon than the others. I mean, I love the dynamic. I think that's really one of the best examples of character development in the show, because you go to the beginning, and Rainbow Dash about Fluttershy is all like, oh, she's just slowing us down. And then Fluttershy's, oh, she's so mean and everything. And then, you know, that's season 1, and then you fast forward all the way to season 3, and remember that little, like, sort of like just fist bump thing they did in Games Ponies Play? That says it all right there. And then, you know, they're together in Hurricane Fluttershy. Oh, you know, they're so cute together. Oh my god, what was with my voice there? Okay. Okay. Carbonic1 asks, do you think words and stuff. Okay. Do you think Apple Bloom's cutie mark will be a Zap Apple? No, honestly. I don't see why it would be a Zap Apple. Like, I don't think her special talent had anything. I don't think whatever her special talent is, I doubt it will have much to do with Zap Apples. Okay. Argamis? Who knows? Okay. Can you explain, in simple words for the non-native English speakers, when and why you chose to be a trans equine? Okay. Yeah, I said it before. Brains in jars. It's cool stuff, you know what I mean? And, you know, I can't draw faces, and brains in jars, I like them. It's cool. And, fun fact, I originally designed a Minecraft skin that was a brain in jar controlling a robot, and my OC is actually based off the Minecraft skin I made. But since then I've gone and updated my Minecraft skin so it looks more like my OC as it does now. But yeah, fun fact. Okay. It also asks, if you have already watched all the webisodes of the H Plus series, can you make a review about it? I have actually not heard of the H Plus series until I saw your question. So I went and I saw, I went and saw some of the H Plus series. I saw like the first few episodes, and I couldn't really get into it. I didn't like the cinematography. It was just kind of, I don't know. But yeah, maybe later I'll watch all of it and then maybe review it. But so far I don't really care for it. I don't like it. It's hard to watch, actually, just the cinematography, and the characters are screeching, and yeah. Okay. Doughboy123X asks, are Earth ponies inferior to Pegasi and unicorns? I like to think so, and I know that pisses some people off. Past analysis. Okay. But I think if we look at the latest episode, the testing 1 2 3, that one is just says it right there. I mean, half the episode is just Twilight proving that she is better than Rainbow Dash because she can do magic and fly. And I think it's great. It just says right there. Because, you know, she's teleporting Rainbow Dash around and teleporting objects around her, moving things around, and just totally messing with her. And she has magic, and Rainbow Dash can't do anything because she's not magic. So, you know, it says it all right there. Okay. Do you think the writers truly don't understand Spike's character? No, I don't think that at all. Because I said this once before, but I think it's impossible. You know, I said it's impossible for a character to ever act out of character. Likewise, I think it's impossible for a character for a writer to ever misunderstand a character, because after all, the writers are what define the character. You know, they define the character, so how could anything they write be supposedly incorrect or a misunderstanding of the character? They decide what the character is, so I think it's impossible for any of them to ever misunderstand Spike's character. And, you know, of course, that doesn't mean I can't not like how they write their character, but I definitely can't say that the way they write a character is wrong. And in that case, I think I think the best writer for Spike, the one that writes Spike the way I like the most, it would have to be Megan McCarthy. And because yeah, just look at Spike in Equestria Girls. He's the best. He's one of the best things about Equestria Girls, and like everything's the best thing about Equestria Girls. And Equestria Girls. Okay, all right. Favorite / least favorite MLP reviewer / analyst. Favorite, Give and Take. This is turning into the Camgill's Pony gushes over Give and Take variety hour thing right here, except without the variety. Yeah, I like Give and Take. He's great. He's funny. You know, his videos, I just laugh out loud every time I watch his videos. They're great. And least favorite, I have a bunch, actually, but I'm not going to say them because that would just be kind of mean-spirited. And, me openly saying which reviewer I like the least is a surefire way to start an argument that I do not want to get into. And that's also just mean. I'm not going to tell anyone I don't like them. So, I do have least favorites, though, but you'll never know who they are, except you probably will, because, over the course of the video, over the course of the videos I make, I'll probably passive-aggressively joke about them, but some analysts, I don't like them. I think they are ruining the analysis community, and are ruining the Brownie fandom and the whole show, and I'm getting off track, but, yeah. Okay. Favorite food or drink? Favorite drink? I don't know. Grape soda. I like grape soda. And favorite food? Pretty much anything that's plain. I am, like, a really picky eater. Everything has to just be really plain. Like, I go to a restaurant, order a hamburger, order nothing on it, just the meat and the bun. Or, go order, like, tacos. All I want is just meat and a shell. I don't want any lettuce or cheese or whatever people put on things. I eat plain food. Like, as long as it's just, like, plain, unadulterated meat with, like, maybe salt on it. I like salt. That's salt and pepper are the only spices I'll tolerate. Then I'm cool with any food as long as it's simple. Okay, someone with a name that appears to be in Russian. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I do not know how to pronounce it. I could go to, like... Yeah, here. I'm bored. We'll go to Google Translate, figure out how to pronounce it. Maybe. Because, Google Translate is kind of fun. Alright, speakers, get on my head. Okie dokie. What is it? Okay, that is... Yep. It's Russian, it is. What does it sound like? I said listen. Stupid thing. Oh my god. Why do you do this? Okay, it's great. Google Translate is not working. It won't tell me what it is. Also, fun fact, with using the speech thing on Google Translate, type in a whole bunch of dots and ask it to translate it to Japanese, and then hit the speech thing. It's pretty funny. Just listening read out a bunch of dots in Japanese. Okay. Alright. So he asks, Russian name person asks, one of your favorite moments in video games? That is a very hard question, because as I said, I like a lot of video games, and there are a lot of moments in a lot of those games that I really like. I mean, ending the Psychonauts was great, the entirety of Papers, Please was great, the final boss in Just Cause 2... Okay, I'm gonna call it right now. I think probably one of my favorite video games moments would just have to be the final boss of Just Cause 2, because the whole game is just silly, over-the-top, complete wackiness, and the final boss just nails all the, just does not care, completely over-the-top, ridiculous action movie stuff of the whole game. It's just, it's the icing on the cake right there. And yeah, so final boss of Just Cause 2, that would have to be one of my favorite video game moments. Okay. And he also asks, what do you think about musicals and theatrical performances? I haven't really seen any musicals or theatrical performances. I think I saw an opera once when I was really little, and I fell asleep because it was really boring, and I didn't know what anyone was saying because it was in Italian. But, yeah, I guess I don't really like theater. I haven't seen any. If you know a good play, let me know, and maybe I'll look it up. Okay. Blonic Rainboom asks, will you do more Doctor Who reviews? Yeah, hopefully. Something I really want to do, probably once Season 4 is up, is just start doing more regular reviews for Doctor Who episodes, you know. Like, I could start with Season 7, and then just go through that, and then write that right until Season 8 of Doctor Who starts, and then that would be loads of fun. And then start reviewing Season 8, because that would be fun, because, you know, Peter Capaldi, I bet that's going to be great. I want to see that. Okay. Alright. Favorite Doctor? 7th. I don't know why. I like Sylvester McCoy. I like all his question marks, his umbrella, his general wackiness and everything. And again, you know, he's one of the Doctors that defeats the bad guys through monologues. Like, in his first episode, or... No, it wasn't his first episode. No. Okay, not his first episode. The first episode I saw of his was the one where he met Ace. That's my favorite companion, by the way. What was it? Dragonfire. That was it. You know, at the end, he just tells the bad guy, oh yeah, you know that thing you, like, killed a bunch of people for and spend your entire life trying to do? Not gonna work. And the bad guy just like, no, and kills himself. And, you know, he does the same thing. He, like, talks to a Dalek for a bit, and the Dalek, like, self-destructs. So, you know, it's great, because, you know, he doesn't use weapons or anything. He talks to... You know, he's like that taxi driver in Sherlock. You know, he talks to them, and they kill themselves. But, yeah. And favorite companion? Ace, because Ace gets shit done. I mean, when I saw Remembrance of the Daleks, you know, and she just goes and she hits a Dalek's eye stalk off with a baseball bat. I was like, that is a cool companion. And she carries explosives on her all the time. She just has, like super powerful, like, what are essentially overpowered grenades in her backpack that she just carries around. Okay. Let's see. Do you think MLP may be subject to seasonal rot, seeing how it's being renewed for another 5 years? I think if they stay the course and keep making the big changes that they seem to be doing, then I think it can last for another 5 years without going through any seasonal rot. However, I actually don't think it will go for 5 years, because all Hasbro said is that G4 will last for 5 more years, but they didn't say that was the show itself, and, you know, when you think about it, the money that Hasbro makes from the show itself is infinitesimal compared to the money they get from the toys and all of that. So I think that, you know, maybe after Season 5, might go on for a little bit after that, but Season 5 might be the last season, and then the show will end, and then from that, they can coast on toy sales for a long time, because those bring in a lot of money. And sure, they need the show to get it popular, but once the show's going, then, you know, the toys can coast for a long time. So I actually don't think the show will last for 5 more years. I mean, if it did, that would be great, because that would guarantee the future of my channel all the way through college. But I really don't think it's going to happen. Okay, and what do you think of Turnabout Storm? Unfortunately, I have not seen Turnabout Storm, and I have no reason to have not seen it, because I love ponies, I love Phoenix Wright. Yeah, add those to the list of games I really, really like, the Phoenix Wright games. So, yeah, I don't know, I haven't seen Turnabout Storm yet. I guess I should. So, yeah. I'm sure it's fantastic. But, yeah, okay. TGD asks, who's your favorite of the main 6? Okay, I already answered that. What do you think of Princess Twilight? I think Princess Twilight is one of the best things that's happened to this show. Because, you know, as I said, change is good. Change is what will guarantee longevity in this show. And I think the change they made for Twilight's character is a good change. I like that, you know, the show has always been about Twilight learning about friendship, and she goes and she learns about friendship. And they could have just kept that going. She could have just kept learning about friendship forever. That could have happened, and that would have been fine. But they actually brought that whole thing together into a story with a conclusion right there, where Twilight, like, she has learned about friendship now. She learned about friendship she friendshipped so hard she grew wings and is a princess now. She's like the princess of friendship. And after that, if we look at Season 4, we see Twilight now that she's learned all this stuff about friendship, she's teaching it to others, and the rest of the main 6 are teaching it to others. And that's great, and Stay the Course Pony Show and Princess Twilight is great. Okay. What is your opinion on Hurricane Fluttershy? I think it's a great episode. I don't know. Yeah. That montage was a bit dumb, and that's pretty much the only problem with it. But, you know, it's a great episode. I like Fluttershy. I like Rainbow Dash. I like ponies. And, you know, it's a good episode. What do you want me to say? Okay. If you could be an MLP writer, which character would you write your episode on? Okay, that's gonna be hard, because I know if I'm writing for MLP, that's kind of scary, because I, write one line long, and then I got a whole bunch of whiny-ass bronies who don't know the first thing about how writing is actually supposed to work, complaining about how I'm such a horrible writer, and I'm writing out of character, and they're sending me hate over Twitter, being like, oh my god, why did you flash Sentry? Oh my god, what is this with Pinky? Oh my god, how dare you, bring in your own interpretations of a character? So, I don't know. If I'm an LLP writer, I guess I just have to pick a character that's hard to fuck up. So, I don't know. Probably I'd write for Fluttershy, maybe. But, I don't know. Who's your favorite writer? I already said that. Dave Polsky. Which of the CMC is your favorite? Oh, that's interesting. It's a close call. Ooh, just in my background switch to the cool, super cool background I got of the CMC. Okay, anyway. That's unrelated. It's a tough call between Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo, but I think I'm gonna have to say Scootaloo. And I don't know. I don't really know why. I like Scootaloo. She's cool, but I like Sweetie Belle too, and I guess Apple Bloom's fine. But, yes, yay Scootaloo. Okay. Alright. Grace O'Brien asks, what program do you use to edit your videos? Adobe Premiere, already answered that. Who designed your pony SE? This guy. Okay. How hard was the doctor review with 1,100 bronies? Well, that was very hard. It was a lot of work. I wrote the script for that, showed it to everyone, a lot of people. A lot of people kept me, well, okay, one person, who I don't want to name because I don't want to start a thing, kept me up late into the night, making changes to the script because they weren't happy with their part, and I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them or anything, because honestly, I did feel kind of bad with how I originally wrote them, and the changes they made were good, but, I wrote the script for that, and then had to wait for everyone to send in their lines, and then, had to edit all the audio together, and when you've got editing audio for collab with one person's a pain, and then you got 13 people, and you need to get all their lines and time them and add the occasional sound effects. And then, of course, I haven't gotten to actually just editing the video itself, and that took a long time. I don't know what else to say. It took a very long time, but I still remember just the relief I felt when I stayed up till 2 a.m. one night, thinking, no, I am going to finish this video tonight, and then I did, and I remember, just after I was watching it, I hit render, I saw it go to render, and then I moseyed a whole 2 feet over there to my bed, and then it just went, boom, I am done, and that was a great feeling, and then, but it was all worth it. I mean, the Day of the Doctor video is the most popular video on my channel, and rightfully so. Everybody loves it. It's a great video. I love it. So, a lot of work, but way worth it. Okay. And let's see. What do you think of some of the cliffhangers in MLP, such as the Shadow and the Flutterbat thing? Thing. What am I doing with my hand? That's not a thing. That's a fist. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, I've kind of given up on those in particular, because, I don't know, at first I thought just the whole key thing was a silly cliffhanger, but they started repeating that, so that's clearly something significant. But, now I'm looking at, where was I? Right, yeah, but looking at, the Fang and the Shadow and Castlemania, I don't know, they haven't been mentioned again. So I've kind of just given up on them, so if they don't do anything, I don't really care. I'm over it. But if they do something with them, then that would be fantastic. I would love that. Okay. Tom Curran Gray asks, have you heard of a free-to-play game called Warframe? I have heard of it. I have seen it on Steam. I have not played it, and I don't really intend to play it. Okay. And have you also heard of a Western anime by Rooster Teeth named RWBY? No. No, I haven't. Is that like RWBY? That's like, what, red with blue, yellow? I don't know. Okay, there's probably some red and blue in there because it's Rooster Teeth, and like, I don't even watch Red vs. Blue, I just know that it exists. What am I saying? Okay, yeah, I haven't heard of it. Okay, James Chapman asks, how old are you? I am the ripe age of... Why did I say ripe? What am I... I'm just like putting words to make sentences longer. Okay, I'm 17. Okay. Favorite My Little Pony character? Okay, favorite character out of the whole show. I'm going to avoid the main 6 because I've already answered that. So let's say favorite apart from the main 6. Darn, that's tough. Princess Luna, maybe? But I really don't know. I mean, there's some great minor characters. Actually, no, let's say the Flim Flam Brothers. They are great. Every moment they're on screen is just a blast. Or not Flim Flam, Cheese Sandwich. Oh my god, I'm just listing names here. Yeah, you know, Maniac, why not? Maniac's great too. No, they're all great. I'll just pick one at random. We'll say Flim Flam. Okay. All right. Season 4, good or bad? Very, very good. Season 4 is by far my favorite season of the whole show because so far each season has had at least one episode that I did not like. But the thing is, the worst episode in Season 4 I still liked. And if the worst that Season 4 can do is still alright, I guess. If that's the absolute worst of the season, and of course the absolute best of the season is Pinkie Pride, Season 4 is definitely my favorite season of the show. I like every episode in it. I love a lot of the episodes in it, and I really, really love a few of the episodes, and there's no episodes that I dislike in this season so far. Okay. And then he asks, what would you like to see in Equestria Girls 2? Yeah, that's tough. As I said, I really don't know what to expect anymore from Equestria Girls 2, thanks to reading the book and seeing some of the shorts. So, it's tough what I would like to see in it. I guess I'd just like to see more Equestria Girls. I want to see more of the universe they live in. I want to learn more about how it works, how it interacts with the other universe, and what all these various rules with it are. I just want to see more. Like, answer some questions. Maybe even raise some questions. And, I want more Equestria Girls. Okay. Awen Wallace asks, I'm an aspiring analyst, so here are some questions about experience. 1. How should I analyze something / what strategy should I use? The best advice I can give is find a strategy that works for you. It takes a lot of experimenting to find a style that you can do, that just you can do really well. It took me forever to find a style that I'm happy with, and I'm still not entirely sure I found it. But just experiment around, Like, do you work best talking off the cuff and maybe in front of a camera? Do you have to be really scripted? Are your videos heavily based on humor? What do you analyze the most? Just find a style that works best for you. And then, what is the best episode to review? That's tough. I'd recommend... I say every analyst... If you want to do episode reviews, and of course you don't have to do episode reviews, you could analyze anything. But if you want to do episode reviews, I think the best place to start is just go to your favorite episode, just ask yourself, what is my favorite episode? If you have an answer, ask yourself, why is this my favorite episode? And then essentially write down your answer as to why it's your favorite episode, and there's your first analysis video right there. And, that was my first main episode review. I did Putting Your Hoof Down, which at the time was my favorite episode, and that worked. And then, other choices for episode reviews would be pick a controversial one. I mean, I was originally going to do, way early, like one of the first videos I ever made was a review for Magical Mystery Cure. It was one of the few videos, because that's another thing. Your first few videos will probably end up in the trash bin and never see the light of day, like my Magical Mystery Cure review. Back when I was first starting, I made a review of the Magical Mystery Cure, and it was great for practice. I learned a lot along the way of making it, but in the end I wasn't really happy with it, so I just threw it out. But yeah, so pick a controversial episode, because Magical Mystery Cure was a very controversial episode. Like, it was pretty evenly split, you know. Half the people loved it, half the people hated it, and a little bit of middle ground. Not a lot. I loved it, by the way. Okay. Let's see, and lastly, is it important to collab with as many people as you can? Yes, collabs are good. You know, well, it depends. Is your end goal lots of subscribers? Like, probably. Having, like, subscribers, I mean, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not in this for the subscribers, I'm in this because I love doing it, but honestly, subscribers are pretty great, too. Let's be honest here. Okay, but, yeah, if you want subscribers, then yeah, collabing is good, but I honestly find that the best thing you can do to gain subscribers is just make videos regularly. Like, you know, I think a good example would be, look at Dr. Wolf. Like, Dr. Wolf and I made our first analysis videos within 3 days of each other, and almost a year has passed since then. I just passed 1,000 subscribers. He just passed 10,000 subscribers. And, you know, he doesn't collab that much. Like, he started doing that A Moment with Dr. Wolf thing, but apart from that, he's almost never collabed. And yet, you know, because he was able to do, like, 3 to 4 videos a week for an entire year. So, you know, make lots of videos, make videos often, make videos regularly, and that will contribute to your subscriber count more, if that's your end goal. Way more than just doing collabs. And, you know, whenever I'm having, like, a good month and I'm able to get videos out regularly, those months have the highest gains for subscribers. Okay. Let's see. Emporison asks, what's your favorite genre of music? Kind of like what I said for video games. I like good music, you know. In each genre, there's good songs, there's bad songs. I really can't specify what kind of genres I like and what kind I don't. And then, what's your favorite Brony song? Okay. Yeah, favorite Brony song, I think I'd have to say Reminiscence by Gatto Paint, because Gatto Paint is one of my favorite Brony musicians, but again, you know, I don't like just picking one favorite, because I'm leaving so many great songs behind in the dust, because Black Gryphon makes some great songs, and then, you know, there's not even the vocal songs, like, you know, look at Melodic Pony. Melodic Pony makes the best instrumental music in the whole fandom. It's just, you know, Melodic Pony's music is beautiful and everything, but, you know, if I just pick one favorite, I can't, you know, I want to say all of them for my favorite, and it occurs to me I'm just, like, slowly descending into madness over the course of this Q&A thing, aren't I? Okay. Do you like non-musical poetry? Nope. Your opinion on ties, bow, or neck? Neither, preferably. Like, I've never actually worn a bow tie, and I've occasionally worn a necktie. And, fun fact, the only time I've ever worn some piece of formal clothing was for a Halloween costume. Like, I have a dress code back there that was for, like, my 5th Doctor costume. I have a pinstripe suit, which is the time where me and one of my friends were in 1920s gangsters. And then, you know, once, like, I dressed as the president, and then my friend was the Secret Service agent, you know, so the only time I've ever actually worn a tie or any formal clothing was for a Halloween costume. I think that's funny. Okay. Also asks, what's your favorite kind of hat? I don't know, I'm not really a hat person. I don't wear hats. I mean, I play Team Fortress 2, but as far as real-life hats are concerned, I'm not very interested. Okay. Alright, let's see. Favorite, not yours, OC. Well, you got me there, because my favorite OC, it's kind of mine. I like my OC. But, you know, anyway, favorite OC I've seen is actually not a analysis OC. It's a musician's OC, a Brony musician. I forget what his username is. It's one of those usernames that's just a collection of numbers. It's like IQW7I, maybe, I don't know, I just came up with that on the top of my head, I think. But anyway, his OC is great, because it's also sort of cyborg. It has this cool, like, Borg-like implant, electronic eye with a laser pointer thing on it. His OC looks really cool. I quite love it. So, yeah, he's my favorite OC. That isn't mine. Okay, let's see. Alright. Do you know any part of a foreign language other than your original... Wait. Blah. Do you know any part of a foreign language? Yes. Well, no, well, not really. I know a teensy amount of Spanish, and that is it. But that does remind me, somebody else asked, if I can find the question, ¿Puedes entender esta pregunta sin usar ningún tipo de traductor? I can't pronounce Spanish either, okay. ¿Puedes entender esta pregunta sin usar ningún tipo de traductor o diccionario? Sí. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite genre of book? I generally like, again, I kind of go for any genre, but in general I like the sort of adventure-y, fiction kind of book. I don't know, but adventure is kind of a nebulous thing, you know, like, you know, for adventure it doesn't mean, like, exploring new lands or anything, you know. I like adventure as in, you know, the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but, you know, just sort of, fiction, really, is the best I can narrow it down. Okay, also, let's see, Emporison also asks, do you play Minecraft? If so, what is your favorite aspect of the game? Well, as I said, Minecraft is in my top 5 favorite games of ever, and my favorite aspect has probably just got to be the multiplayer, because, you know, you can build giant castles and you show them off and you'd be like, look at my giant castle, I wish you had a castle this big, and then they show you your castle is even bigger, and you're just like, dang, I need to build a bigger castle now. So you build bigger and bigger and more awesome castles, and you know, it's great. People, the thing about multiplayer Minecraft is that people are driven to do better in the game just by the other people in it. And, you know, it's great. So it's, you know, just competition among people. You know, I have a small Minecraft server with some of my friends on it. And, you know, we just build bigger and bigger stuff. Just, you know, one-up the other person. It's great. And we have huge, amazing things. Okay. Let's ask, what video of yours have you most enjoyed making? I guess as hard and long as it was to do, I'd have to say the Doctor Who video, because it was a lot of fun, and pretty much the only time ever that I enjoyed writing a script, because, oh my god, I hate script writing. It's no fun, except for the Day of the Doctor video. It's the only time I actually had fun writing a script. Okay, dokie. How many questions do I have left? Oh my god, I have so many questions left. Okay, alright, well, this has been part 3 of the Q&A series. Stay tuned for part 4, which I guess will be a kinda short one, but yeah. So, stay tuned. Bye-bye.